Ah, yes. It's that time. It's that time again. Distorted Reality Podcast. Where Distorted Nation Radio beats Reality Check TV. With your hosts, C-Core from Distorted Nation Radio and hellrzzr from Reality Check TV. With your Kevlar-coated comments, it's time to distort your reality.
Oh, he's pointing at me slowly this time. He's like, slow. Hey, this is Shell with Distorted Reality Podcast. I almost said Reality Check. So,
well, you are kind of both.
We are kind of both. And we have special guests tonight. So we have a special guest host because Corey's not here, and we're trying to every week get somebody else. And today we have Michelle in the seat, and we also have Zach over there. Can you miss him, right? Hey, say hello.
Hi.
And they're from a couple different. Bands. First, we have Brain Candy and we have Swankmasters in the house. And what a treat that normally we don't have double bands. Like, you guys are really talented. So we saw you a couple times. I guess it was last year at the Moonshiner Saloon, right? Mm-hmm. And I didn't know you were playing in both the bands. I think I was like part of the time just kind of figuring things out, but you guys were definitely recognizable. And so we're just going to have a conversation. First, let's get the business out of the way, okay? I like to get that out so I can check it off my list. I see that you have this, I have your Facebook up, but can you tell everyone, and who's going to speak for this? In tag team? Okay. Okay. Zach, so how do we find you on the grid? So can you just give us your shout outs to your Facebook, your Instagram, SoundCloud, whatever?
Well, yeah, all I have is Facebook for the bands, for Brain Candy and Swankmasters.
Okay. And do you run the page yourself?
Yes, I do.
So if someone messages, they're getting you?
Everybody in the band has
access?
Yeah.
But I mean, if they, so do we, so with our different pages too, but I'll say, hey, this is Shell speaking, because sometimes I'll get all like, I don't know, sometimes I have like an attitude and be like, Kevin's like, thanks, I'm the nice guy, right? And so when you write, do you say this is Zach writing you, or you just kind of keep it?
No, we just give an answer.
Keep it generic, okay. All right, well, I'm going to start stalking you guys and saying, who's talking to me? Is it Michelle? I want Michelle to respond, I don't want Zach, okay? No,
Sorry.
But seriously, so you're the bass player, right?
Yes.
Okay, and so tell me we'll start with you and then we'll tag to Michelle. So what band started first?
The Swankmasters, for
okay.
sure.
And give us a little brief history on how that started, what year, and the genre of music.
Oh, wow, it started 10, 15 years ago, probably.
Okay.
And it's just old school funk, R&B, disco, dance music, party music.
And so Swankmaster is typically cover, and then the Brain Candy is where you get your original flavor, right?
Yes, that's what happens.
All right, and you two, how did you guys meet? Are you guys bandmates or?
No, we met in a bar.
You did. So are you a couple?
We're married, yeah.
You're married. Okay, I didn't know because I kind of figured, but then you never know. It's like, no, we're fine. We're just friends. Okay, so I love it. So Kevin and I met in a bar as well. So you met in a bar, and was it like a karaoke bar? And you discovered each other?
It was the main event.
Yeah, we were watching the Martian Puppets.
Okay. I don't know what that is, and so
It's a band
is that a
used to be around
band?
here, yeah.
Okay, Kevin, do you know what the Martian Puppets are?
I do not, but it sounds like a good band to play the UFO Museum.
It does. It really
Chris
does.
Caranda was in that band, and Scott Lambert.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. We're gonna break out. We're gonna break down the Fabio Fest II, and but I'm more interested right now to take us on a journey. Okay, so you met in this bar, and you were at the show, and you just started talking and saying, I sing, I play guitar. I mean, no. You just were
like,
like,
hey, and she was like, she fell in love with me, and
she
then
does
we got
instantly.
married
Just like that.
30 years ago.
Okay. Oh, wow.
I was like a knight in shining armor.
Okay, all right, and you just like swept her off her feet, and the rest was his. So did you develop your music together?
Yes.
Okay, I love that. So you just like one day you're just like, listening, we could do this better than the bands we're watching.
We just did it for fun. That's
Okay.
what it's all about.
Yeah, just jamming out.
Did you always know you had a voice, Michelle?
Yes.
Okay, you did. So as a young girl, you were, did you sing before you met him?
Yes,
Okay.
but not. I mean, I just like everybody else in your car, in the shower, or whatever. But
Okay. Do you know, you kind of remind me of Wendy a little bit. Do you know Wendy from the Maidens? Do you know she was in the crowd that night, the other night?
I know.
Okay, so, all right, well, I'll have to introduce you because you have, you both have the same kind of glasses and same kind of hair and color, and I don't know, and she has a bluesy kind of vibe, and you guys are both just like similar petiteness and stuff, and so I'm like, interesting. I love to find the doppelgangers. Is that how you say it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we met each other. We've been married for 30 years, and any children?
Yes.
Okay. So are they all raised, or did you have them later on? Did you have a great personal
Okay.
life at first?
One last one. He's 16, still in the house.
Okay. All right. That's cool. So that was your, second family kind of thing. How old are the other ones?
34, 31, 24,
Oh, nice. Wow.
22.
How many do you have? 5, 4?
yeah, 5,
Wow.
and 16, yeah.
How amazing. You guys are, I had no idea it was like a full-blown,
They're all
Like-
musicians, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he'll be playing with the boys at Intruder with our 2 older boys.
wow.
Yeah.
I had no idea. So this is typical of Shell here. I'll just speak in third party. I do zero research, and I kind of like though finding out like organically just, how good, and I hate that word too, how, people come together with their families and stuff. So let's talk about, and we're going to bounce back and forth, and you guys, of course, I want you to share any kind of things you like to share as far as anybody that's inspired you over the years. Is there any kind of music inspirations for you, female vocalists, that you just kind of, you're your own
Shaka
person.
Khan,
Shaka Khan. I love it.
I just love her voice.
Yeah. And her dance moves.
Shaka Khan is a very, very nice lady. I used to work doing security at a club in San Francisco called Club 181. And she used to come in there all the time.
That's a long time ago.
And it was my job to protect her while she was in there.
Nice. So Shaka Khan. And what about you, Zach? Music influences, just name one or two. I know that's kind of like kind of yourself.
Les Claypool,
Okay.
Mr. Bungle,
All right, Mr. Bungle.
Steve Harris, Cliff Burton.
Of course, of course.
I've always loved Mike Patton's voice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, as far as locally, are you guys here in Yuba City area, Marysville?
We're about a half mile down the road, yeah.
Oh,
In
okay.
Marysville.
Okay, and so is this where you've raised your children? They all went to the schools here, and
Yeah.
Yep.
wow. Okay. Okay. Wow. I didn't know locals. We're not from here. Kevin's from San Francisco. I raised in the Bay Area, like Concord area, Martinez, and then Second Life, moved into Solano County, and then Sacramento, and then here we are the last couple years. So we're kind of new to this cool area. We really enjoy the, the community is nice, and just, we haven't really jumped into the music scene too much in Marysville because we moved right when pandemic happened.
Oh, yeah.
So we just said, okay, we're not gonna, you couldn't, clubs are closed, and so then we just started saying, well, let's just invest in a podcast and see where that goes. But so as far as all the different, history here, are you guys kind of like local legends around here? I feel like everyone knows you, I mean, I know you stand out, with your looks and stuff like that, because you're, you have the hair thing, and, you're
Blend
tall.
right in.
You just blend in. You're like incognito,
Incognito,
yeah, right.
exactly.
And so your kids are all in the music, so they must be proud, right? I mean,
Absolutely.
It's kind of cool to show like that's my parents, I mean, showing up. Is anyone into the sports besides the music? Did you have to go to raise the kids that way
When they were little.
when they were little?
Yeah.
Okay, and then they got into the band because obviously you guys. Do you have a home band? Where do you record? Do you?
We don't do much recording, mostly live. And
Okay.
We have a place right in our house.
Okay. So when it was pandemic, what did you do? Any the people that I mentioned, I said Wendy, but there was also Star Cannon. I don't know if you've heard of the Star Cannon band. These are all Sacramento people. But when pandemic happened, they took it in house. So they started kind of doing shows front room shows, just kind of keeping it acoustic. Did you do anything like that?
With a couple of friends, yeah. Yeah.
We were-
I did, yeah.
Okay.
We were bad boys. We kept playing out.
Oh, okay. Oh, great. Wait, you're like, no, because you're looking at, he's looking at me like nothing changed. I don't know,
Nothing really
like, you know, like,
changed.
you know.
Nothing really changed.
Actually, I think that would be good, boys.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just kept it rolling. So Fabio Fest, you know, when you did it last year, how was the turnout?
It was great.
It was amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah, everybody had a lot of fun.
And what's it like? I mean, let's talk about that, because that's that's definitely the next show, right? March 11th. You don't have
Yes.
anything before that, okay?
Yes.
And so let's just kind of go through. You know, since these other bands aren't here, you don't mind just like giving them a little shout out? You know, I mean, do you know them all?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we got Moonshiner Saloon. Where's that located? Let me see. Feather River Boulevard. So that's downtown Yuba City, right?
Marysville.
Oh, that's
and
Marysville?
Olivehurst, I think.
Okay, Olivehurst. Oh, so I never went to the Moon. I thought we went to that show when we
No,
saw.
actually, I met Zach the first time. Chris introduced us at the 21 Club.
That's why I'm thrown
in
off.
Yuba City.
I saw you at the
Moonshiners
20.
is
I've never
where
been
the
to this.
Fabio Fest is going to
Okay,
be.
got it. That's why I was thrown
And
off.
last year we were not able to go because I think it was around the same time as something
Okay.
else we were doing.
Okay, so that's where I saw you. Is it in Yuba City? That's what stuck in my mind that day. Okay, so let's go back to Moonshiners. Okay, sorry, Moonshiners. We'll tag you up there. You know, Warning Shot. Tell me about that band.
Local rock, punk sort of band.
Okay, and then we got Void. That's Chris's band, right? Okay, Intruder. That's your son's band.
Yep.
Okay, and who's the singer in that band?
Jerry Gurney.
Okay, awesome. And your son plays what, bass as well, or?
One of them's drum, one of them plays the guitar.
Okay, nice. Do you guys ever share? Well, you're a bass player.
Well, I'll be
so.
playing the bass with them that night.
Oh, okay. Wow,
Well, they just started that band.
So you're going to
just
be
to do
in
Fabio
three.
Fest.
You're going to be in 3 bands that day. You're going to
Actually,
4. Oh my God! And how are you doing do you get a break in between? How are you lining this up? You know, where you at least get one bathroom, or are you just rolling all the way?
3 of them in a row, and then I'll have a few bands, and then.
Okay, cool. Wow. So if anyone bitches that night about being tired, you're gonna be like, excuse me, right? You know, like, do you have to load in? Do you have to load them all in, or do you make the young kids do that?
No, they carry all their own stuff.
Okay, good.
A lot. The drum set will be there.
Okay.
The amps will be there.
So will you guys share equipment as far as the drums staying
Yeah.
on stage the whole time?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if you backlined it or not. Okay.
So is that going to be an indoor thing inside of Moonshiners?
Yes.
Awesome.
Okay, good, because I remember that was
cool.
our first experience. That the other one was outside. Like, I felt like it was in someone's backyard. It was so weird.
Yeah.
It was cool. Okay, and so how big is a place? What do you think if it was maxed out? How many people can fit in there?
300.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
about 300.
Okay.
They have good
Okay.
food.
Oh, they have good food?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, we're booked that night. That's why we agreed to do this, because we wanted to advertise it. We have a huge birthday party at another venue. I'm not even going to advertise because we'll keep it here, but we can't do 2 in one day because there's multiple bands, and then just with equipment and loading, it's a lot of work.
Charging batteries is-
Mostly batteries, yeah, right, resetting. So then we got Masters of Reality, and of course we know that band. Ultrasonics. Who's that?
That is Steve and Jake.
Okay.
And can't think of the other guys.
So we have some live footage from the
It's Matt Glaze is on the drum.
Buckeye Fest, and Matt Glaze is
Okay.
the drummer for Masters, and he
Also Ultrasonics.
right, and Ultrasonics was the band that played, I believe, right after you, right after Brain Candy, right?
Yes.
Right.
Amazing band. Yeah.
Awesome band.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's cool. Then we got Mediface.
Metal Face.
Metal.
Metal.
Well,
Spelled kind of weird, huh?
okay. Well, yeah. Thank you, because I'm like, I could look to why. Okay. Then we bring Kandy, Swankmasters. That's you guys. Heirloom.
Mm-hmm.
Heirloom. Damaged Goods. They're going to be actually here in a little bit, so we're going to see them. Just a little pocket full of whiskey. That's cool, right?
Yes.
And so, you want to name anybody in there? One person.
Danny Taylor.
Danny
Jason
Taylor?
Rose.
Okay. And then Under the Canopy, were they playing the other night? No.
No.
Okay. Under the Canopy, name anybody there?
That's Joe Meyer and Gwen Buckley.
Okay.
Joe is also plays the drums in our Brain Candy band, and he also plays the guitar in the Swankmasters.
Okay, so Joe, we appreciate you. You're going to be working just as hard as Zach. Okay, that's
And
good to
He
know.
also plays the guitar and sings in Heirloom.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
right, yeah.
So let's talk about, okay,
Gets
so
around.
so Swankmasters is covers, and we love covers, and you guys do those really well. But I want to talk about some of Bring Candy's original music. What we'd like to do is in this podcast, we'll highlight it. If you guys send us some, you got your music up somewhere, right? You know, on something where you can send him an audio, or we can just do a couple clips. We do have some live footage that we have. I just don't know what two songs we have. Kevin, did we film one or two? We haven't loaded the footage yet, so I'm not sure what we have.
Brain Candy, I filmed at least 2 songs.
Okay.
Usually the first 2. I might have filmed 3.
Okay, so do you remember what your first 2 songs were? I know it's,
The first one was Dr. Snodgrass.
Okay, so let's talk about that. We probably have a little bit of that, and it was a 2-camera shoot, and we'll probably try to clip it in there. And
Okay.
so tell me about some of that. What's the background on that? Are you the writer? Or?
I am the lyrics,
Okay,
correct,
okay,
yeah.
Okay. And what's your inspiration with that song? Since I'm not listening to it, I can't be like, but I know I felt your vibe the whole time, I feel like your mic was a little low. I feel like, so, but I don't know. I mean, but,
We didn't have a sound check.
yeah. And so I'm not trying to you sounded really good. You powered through it, though, but I just felt like it was a little bit low.
Well, I can hear it on my monitors.
And so we'll just turn it up. So that's
on the video,
fine.
I could hear her vocals good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell me about it.
Inspiration. So Dr. Snodgrass is a character that we have multiple songs that are around this character. And if you see the picture of our Brain Candy, it is our guitar player. And so
Let me go back to Brain Candy. Let's see.
I'm not sure if we have a picture of Dr. Snodgrass on there or not.
We have some great photos, though.
You can see he's very colorful. Anyway, so I just tell stories about Dr. Snodgrass, and
That's cool. So it's you go on a journey.
It's
You go on
just a journey,
You go on a
yeah.
journey with Michelle and Zach, and we're talking about. So that's kind of cool. So you guys, go to their Facebook and check out their music, and go on the journey. Do you have an album?
this actually is a little project that we did when the pandemic came out. So we
Okay,
were
so this is
just
new.
jamming in our room, or we have a band room in
Sure.
our home, and
You guys
it
are
just
so
kind
cute.
of- it just kind of expanded from there.
Okay. I really love your community and your family. I feel your vibe a lot. So the other song, just since we didn't film all your songs, is there any others like special songs that you want to highlight that maybe we could get a track of that we can put up just a little snippet or anything?
The track right now.
Yeah. Well, no, not right now. No, you can send
I
it
can
to
send
us
you
when we
something.
produce it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just like, what's another song that's like one of your favorites or ones that you really enjoy singing, Michelle? I'm sure you
Oh, my
enjoy them
goodness.
all, but
yeah, there's it's fun. Below Me is a song that we wrote. We actually brought it into Brain Candy because I really, really enjoy singing it, but it was a song that I wrote with our oldest son, in his first relationship.
Okay.
But I just like how it just kind of progresses, and I
Okay.
like to sing that song. It
Makes you feel good, right? It's like one of those ones where like definitely gonna add that in the set. If anything's gonna get cut, we don't want to cut that song.
Yeah, I like that song a lot. It's just fun, but it's progression of how women can be really crazy.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to listen to that. I think so.
How we
because-
start really
She
slow.
can relate to that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So can we all.
I mean, I've lived a life, I'm
Right.
I'm on my second life, I raised my children with my first marriage, and I thought it would last 30 years like you guys did, but it just didn't. That wasn't my story. And, I progressed and had a couple years off, and then I met this guy about 14 years ago, and we've just been continuing on a completely different journey,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
even this, I pulled out the leather vest from, I didn't get to listen to my type of music, you know. And so when I met him, I think I reverted back to like 20 years old, and we're like, so that means I'm only in my 30s.
That's wonderful. Me too.
So it's fine.
I think my daughter's in her 30s.
I know. I don't know how I had my 31-year-old son, but so that's cool. So after we do this festival on March 11th, what's the future looking like for the summer? Do you have regular gigs that you do, regular festivals on loop, or you just kind of see how it comes?
No, this Fabio Fest is the only. It just came out last year out of
Okay.
just some weird events that led up to it, and we decided we were gonna have a little festival.
Do you ever travel to Sacramento?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great, because I would love to. The reason why I said Wendy and Star Cannon Band, and we have a great relationship with, that's just two. We have so many bands that we're involved with in Sacramento and San Francisco area, and they're gonna like you guys. They're gonna feel your vibe. They're gonna hear your music, and they're gonna write me and say what's up, and so they can just like message you and, you know, see about opportunities for the summer to play on some gigs.
Sure, sounds
Okay.
good.
So that would be good, because, you know, they're always looking for, we do a lot of community. The Maidens of Metal is an organization wherein most of them actually have their own projects of singers or performers of one form or another. And also Distorted Nation Radio, we do different types of benefits and stuff like that. And, you know, you get paid, you know, but I mean, you know, benefits for the community, and so they're always looking for people other than themselves, you know, because, you know, they can like, it's like, okay, another show with us, you know. It's nice, you know, it's nice to have people from out of town to add the flavor to it. So okay, well, I'll definitely, you guys check these guys out. So you know, with your other, you mentioned the one you had 5, so not everyone's music, right?
As far as-
In your children, you know. So is there anything
All
else?
of our
you wanna-
children
'cause I
play
don't want to
music.
have anyone left out, you know.
Yeah, all of our children play music or
Okay.
play some sort of instrument, but our boys are more studio musicians, so they write
Okay.
and press their albums, and it's usually goes to like Europe and
Okay.
The other 3 just do it for fun at
just
home,
for
you know.
fun. Yeah,
And
we've pulled them
all
up on
boys?
stage. No, we have three boys and 2 girls.
Okay, so the daughters, what do they do? Are they anyone blessed with a voice?
They play music. They're very talented, actually. But yeah, they just do it for fun, or when we pull them up on stage and
Okay.
have them, you know.
So even though they're younger, would they be interested in coming over and doing any kind of podcast, talking, just advertising their projects? Do you let them know that they, you know, we might be old, but we're mighty, and we definitely love the younger blood as well. Come on in, and if they ever want to write us with, because we, like you said, we do Reality Check TV, and that's a different thing. When we do our interviews with Reality Check, this is just something new that we're doing with the podcast because of the pandemic, but you know, we like to just like go on scene too and just be kind of crazy, you know, like, you know, when we do Aftershock, we'll go and just be wild, you know. So if they ever need kind of advertisement, they can write us, they can send us their flyers, and especially since you said they go, you know, to Europe, or they play their music there, right?
They send their music there, so
Okay.
they're studio musicians.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. So we're going to advertise. We're Brain Candy, and we have Swankmaster. Let's just talk really quick before we roll this into final. Let's just throw out some of the covers that you do. What are some of the on rotation covers? Like, what are some of the bands that, you know, what are some of the songs that you play for your covers?
Stevie Wonder,
Okay.
David Bowie,
Bruno
Okay.
Mars,
Bruno
Rob
Mars.
Zombie,
Okay, Rob Zombie.
Led
nice.
Zeppelin.
Of course, Zeppelin. And
Commodores, Cool in the Gang.
Oh, really?
Casey
Okay.
and the Sunshine
oh,
Band.
okay.
you know,
Oh my
all that
gosh,
good
my
stuff.
30th birthday, I saw Casey and the Sunshine Band up in Tahoe. It was so good. That was like, and they were, you know, so let's see, that was like,
So Swankmasters would be
24 years
like,
ago.
you know, a good band to go see if you want to like tear up the dance floor, right?
Oh yeah.
Definitely. That's it.
okay, that's good, because, you know, we need that, you know. I don't know, sometimes new music or maybe new types of music is like, we're always just like, let's just get some, you know, Commodores back on here. You know, it's like some of it's kind of hard, but all right, well, that's cool. Is there anybody that you want to just give a shout out before we wrap this up? Is there anything that you want to say, oh, Chris, we were supposed to, okay. Since Chris couldn't make it, okay, because he was working tonight, I told Chris that we would do like a 2-minute whatever. You got a funny story on Chris, or do you want to just, talk shit about him? Like, whatever, like,
What can I say about Chris?
okay.
They're coming back to do a Void reunion, haven't played in many years. Gonna be
Yeah.
at Fabio Fest, all the original guys. Come check it out.
Yeah.
It's a great dude, known him
Just out of
many years.
curiosity, Zach, do you know where the name Fabio came from? Because when I think
not
of
the butter
Fabio,
guy, right?
I'm thinking of the I can't believe it's not butter
That's
guy.
exactly where
Yeah,
that came from.
That's where it came from. It just started, I was joking around, I started just telling people my name was Fabio, and
He calls himself Fabio. It
Wait,
started
wait,
between the two
Wait,
of us.
wait a minute. You're
Oh,
the
that's
founder
too
of the
funny.
Fabio Fest?
Yes.
This is your festival?
Yes.
Oh my God. See, I don't know anything. Okay.
Do some research, Shell.
it just kind of stuck. People, I started just kept on saying
Okay,
it was,
so
it was
this
a joke.
is-
I was joking like I was super handsome with my horse and my margarine, and,
Are you
and
posing?
then
Are you
it just-
posing?
it just kind of stuck, and people started calling me Fabio.
And he would sign cards to me as Fabio, like moons ago before this Fabio Fest, but he's always,
Well, last year, I had a bunch of bands together, and we were going to play. We were supposed to play at this event, and the guy was like,
Now I want to do a photo shoot with you on the top. Okay, Polly, and you finish that thought.
Okay.
Polly, who does the Silver Dollar Saloon, he said we could go upstairs, and I can see you laying on that red couch up there. Okay, have you been up to the
Yeah,
whorehouse
I'll post
upstairs?
up there.
With a
Yes.
couple cubes of margarine.
Yeah, just,
Yeah, that's right.
Fabio. Well, so anyway, so go
So
on.
anyway, I had half a dozen bands or whatever. We were supposed to play a gig, and it kind of fell through. And so I went over to Moonshiners. I said, "You guys want to do this? I'll collect up some more bands." And they're like, "Yeah, sounds like a good time." So I had all these bands, and I said, "You guys need to help me figure out what are we going to call this thing." And Chris said, "You might as well call it Fabio Fest."
Oh, so he named it. Okay.
Yeah, and it just stuck. Now
Oh,
it's-
that's
And there were already
great.
people were already wanting to know about a third one. Like,
Okay, so
got to finish the second one first.
finish
We'll
the
get
second
third
one, and then we'll just advertise the crap out of it, okay? And so, maybe since we are knowing you now, and we'll have like this relationship. We'll start this relationship, and we'll do some promos next year, okay? And you'll have other gigs obviously before that, right? And
Oh,
so
yeah.
maybe we can come out and film you. For us filming you, we come out just for you.
Okay.
Okay, and that way we can, take it to the next level, and maybe Reality Check could sponsor it, and then we could tell it. Look at this beautiful woman here. I just popped on. She just popped out of the screen. Who took that photo? You have a photographer that normally works
Melinda
with you.
does most of the photography.
Wait, the lady that was there the other day with the big beautiful nose.
Yes.
Okay.
Melinda.
Okay, Melinda. Okay, I'm just a poser photographer. If I take 5,000 photos, I'll get like 10 good ones, But I'm getting better, But we're really videographers, and than just me just being silly. But yeah, she was beautiful. She does a really good job.
she
so,
is amazing.
all right, so let's just see how this goes. Let's see if you like us and we like you, and we'll.
I hope you
see.
like us.
Yeah, you're in my house.
We're
so
neighbors.
showed up. I know, right? Now you know where I live.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll get invited over to their house and get to see them jam or something in there,
Right.
with their, their family. I was going to say, well, I don't know what show I was trying to say. It was with the Partridge Family.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say, because it was big enough, right? We need the bus. So, anyways, we thank you for your time. We got Zach here, and we have Michelle from Bring Kandy and Swankmaster, and we're going to be giving you guys more information here with Fabio Fest #2. I hope that you guys can come out and see it, because it's to support local musicians. So thank you guys for your time, and
Yeah, thanks.
we'll see you next time.
All right.
All
Thank
right.
you.
All right, take care.